Hi everybody, I'm going to show you a method that I've discovered to make patches like this that have satin borders that can nicely be cut out and then glued or stitched onto something. So what I have hooped up here is 2 layers of this plastic like fabric that I get at Hobby Lobby, and here's some details. I have this written on the back so I don't forget what it is, but it's sold on the bolts, just like fabric, and my Hobby Lobby has it over by the different stabilizers and interfacings. So it's just called craft material, and it's 100% polypropylene, which means basically that it's all plastic. So when we go to make our patch and cut it out, it allows us to melt away the plastic material. So I have that hooped up. I'll put that in my machine. Maybe one-handed. Okay, so it's hooped up just like normal. Again, I use 2 layers because I'm not using a stabilizer. Sometimes I'll use the Floriani Heat and Gone stabilizer underneath this, but I was trying it this time with just 2 layers of this because this stuff is pretty cheap. This is $2.99 per yard, so it's pretty inexpensive. So I have my design loaded. You'll notice my design has a satin border all the way around, which is something you'll want to make sure your design has as well. Okay, so I have stitched out my design, and you'll notice that there's satin border all the way around. So the tool I'm using is called the Fuse tool, and it looks like this. Basically a wood burning tool for scrapbooking, but I think that I think a normal wood burning tool would work also. And then again, there's the name Fuse tool, and I also have it on this mat so that as I use the tool, this is heat resistant. Okay, so basically we're going to just cut this out. I like to leave it hooped while I do this so it's nice and tight. And you also want a paper towel handy because as you start to cut this out, you'll get some plastic buildup on the tip of the heat tool. So I just start here and literally just drag my tool around here, and you'll see that it's starting to get cut out. So normally I would stop and wipe that off, but just because this is a demo and I'm not going to do anything with this patch, I'm going to go ahead and continue. Again, you'll see some plastic buildup there, so I would stop and wipe that off and just trace it all the way around until it's not connected. Okay. So you should be able to pull this out if you've cut it well. I have another little piece right there that I need to get. And then sometimes your threads where your machine tied off would be left there. So what I'll do is just snip those with a pair of scissors. Okay, and once that's all cut out, what I'll do sometimes is take my edge of my tool and just kind of run it along the edges here, just so that if there's any leftover little chunks of plastic or little bumps, it'll kind of smooth those out and melt them away. Okay, and so I would just finish that off. So anyway, there's your patch all ready to go, and just nothing on it really. And then if you wanted to apply heat and bond or stitch it on or something, that would be ready to go. So I hope you found this helpful. Enjoy!